Hey, good evening, everybody. Oh, what's going on out there, YouTube land? For sure. What's up, John? Welcome to the stream. Brian, what's up, brother? What's happening, guys? I had this sent to me, and I watched this video, and it's kind of crazy, man. Um, you know, we sit around and we question the fabric of society that gives the authority to individuals that we entrust our lives, our our property, our belongings, um, to protect and serve in a manner that is becoming of an individual that is uh, honoring the oath of his or her duties. And we see these type of behaviors out here that are just way unbecoming of what they're supposed to be, and they want us for some reason to trust them. I got news for you, man. A lot of bootlickers out there might not understand what we're doing, but inside the 1A community, I got a message to reiterate to you. Don't give up. Do not give up. Do not think that somebody's being too aggressive with their auditing. Just because they are, well, maybe they can shapen it up, but don't automatically throw them to the curb because you think they're too extreme. You never know what kind of change we can make if we keep pushing. I try to say, hey, let's all do better. Let's be better. And let's do it together. Because without each other, we can't do this, guys. We can't do it. The behavior I'm about to show you, it ain't going to surprise you. It ain't going to surprise you at all. And as a matter of fact, it's blatant. It's kind of like the behavior of a person that I have a major conflict with, but I will still bring it up. That thing down near Maceo, Florida, with that one activist that calls himself an activist down there that got spray painted, assaulted a few times, and the person doing that actually assaulted several cops and got away with it because we're not sticking together like we should, and we're not doing what we should be doing. They're taking us as jokes. You guys, we got to stop this, man. We really do. Um, Before I go on, I'm gonna welcome some more people in. Uh, we got Jeff. What's going on? I'm glad you're in here. Jonathan, Brian, George, Vic. It's good to see you, Jonathan. I'm glad you're here, bud. Uh, you remember that video? Well, it was a couple months ago, and I don't think it got enough attention, to be honest with you. Um, and what they actually got accomplished out of it was nothing. Actually, a civil rights attorney put this out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, let me see here. It's like their investigation called for an outside investigation, guys. They actually called the supervisor there actually called the sheriff because they could not control their off-duty West or what was it, West Virginia Bloomfield police officer that couldn't control himself because his baby mommy, his baby, yeah, his baby mama was up in the bar, probably hanging out with some people. He didn't want her there, and he was trying to control her. That's the way I'm taking it anyway, because the only thing the guy got charged with was a domestic. And the bad part about it is that bar suffered the consequences because not only did this person that is an off-duty police officer assault his ex, but he also was in an officer-involved shooting. But none of that was said. It's all a cover-up. This shit's a cover-up. Watch this, y'all. I want you especially like Dr. Dave and those people that don't see a need for redress. I don't know. Maybe I'm judging the guy a little too harsh. I don't know. I just think that he should be watching stuff like this and then saying, "Oh, okay, well, yeah, maybe we need to send some crazy guys like these auditors that I'm talking shit about to go and redress them punks because I'm too old or I'm too comfortable in my apartment. I don't want to put my ass on the line." I don't know. Just something like that, That's just my opinion. Who am I, right? um, I read some chat here. Okay. John Borders just checking in. That's cool. That's cool. Brian says, "What's up, brother?" Hi, Brian. Everybody's saying they're pleasantries with each other. In the house for sure. Florida. Welcome for sure. Thumbs up. Appreciate it. Yeah. Don't forget to put them thumbs up, man. I don't say it enough. I gotta actually have a meeting with my mods and stuff if I'm gonna start going live again like I used to. But anyway, yeah, for sure. I've been quits of it. Got okay, cool. Thumbs up, peeps up. Yeah, cool. What's up, ZXL Master? Thanks for being here for sure. A boring sandwich. What up, though? I might open it up, man, here, and we might hang out for a little while, but check this out, man. I'm gonna play this video real quick, you know. Uh, and of course, I'll be stopping it and articulating what I see as we go. And I just, like I said, usually it would blow my mind to for the end result to turn out the way this is when it happened in front of so many officers and so many witnesses and so many points of view and cameras that were there. There was 4 or 5 cameras on the scene, guys. Can you believe that? 4 or 5 cameras was on the scene recording all the evidence of what you're about to see. All right? And you know, you say there's enough transparency there, right? I mean, hell, you even hear the supervisor call the chief and say, "Hey, this officer, which is our officer, is out of his mind. He's out of control. He's already threw a couple of his colleagues to the ground." Now, if that was me or you, KGB, welcome, man. Are you from West Virginia? Okay, cool. Cool. New York, what's up, man? So, you know, can I try to go live after 9:30 MO Mountain? Okay, time. once my kid goes, okay, cool. We'll see if we can show up, brother. That's coming close to my bro. I don't know if you're. I think you're an hour before or hour after, right? Huh. Christine, what's up? From Louisiana. A Grand Rapids narrative. Oh, okay, cool. Welcome to my stream. Yeah, so I'm gonna play this while you guys are hitting that like button. I'm gonna play this, man. All right. And watch the behavior of these morons. So here's the introductory of this terrible video. I don't know why it ain't going all the way back. Okay. Let me go back. It's taking its time.
Assaulting several individuals.
So we have this guy, this off-duty West Virginia Bluefield police officer at a bar. All right, just going through it. He runs up in there, starts trouble, comes out in the parking lot, exchange fire with somebody, and then goes absolutely ape. He loses his mind, guys.
This led to a misdemeanor criminal charge of domestic battery. That in turn led to a local media report noting that an off-duty Bluefield police officer had been charged with domestic battery. This alone isn't all that surprising. Police officers seem to be involved in domestic violence incidents fairly frequently.
Yeah, so that's true. They're saying the average, I think 65% of police officers are abusing their wives. That was inside departmental a statistic right there. I think it was from the Obama administration. Moving on.
In fact, I've often referred to domestic violence allegations as kryptonite for police officers, who are seemingly immune to almost all other types of allegations.
You hear that word immune? Yeah, they're called sovereign citizens, guys.
But there's more to the story involving what appears to be a huge cover up and deep corruption and tons of some of the most disturbing body cam footage I've ever seen.
Holy shit, did he say a cover up? No, not these police officers. Why, these guys are the good guys. We're supposed to trust these guys. There ain't no way they would do that, let alone in broad daylight, or let alone in a big public open area where it's all lit up and there's 5 cameras. No, they wouldn't cover that up, would they? Nah, I don't believe it.
In which I possess, and I will share if you keep watching.
Let's see. He's doing a little advertising there. So let's just get straight to the video here.
Moreover, I would argue that the presence of a police officer exponentially increases the likelihood of severe.
So that's this baby mama right there, okay? That is why this officer went down there, because she's hanging out, doing her thing, living her life, right? Well, he ain't digging it. So he's sucker stroking, in my opinion.
Criminal charges. Would we ever expect law enforcement to decline to charge any individual who took a shot at a police officer?
Well, boom!
Maybe if the
See that? That's where he struck his partners. These are his colleagues.
The shooter was the one engaging in self-defense, and the police officer was the aggressor, in which case maybe nobody gets charged in that scenario.
See that? They got him back there. His ex is trying to settle him down, and those 2 colleagues over there are trying to settle him down.
Yeah. Why?
Look at that. Look at that. Clear indication. Very combative, very violent. If that was me or you, we would have been shoved to the ground, beat. They'd still be beating on us.
Because that's justice or the correct result under the law, but because that's how the thin blue line operates. As we
all, can you believe it? I got to get a hold of this attorney. It's too bad he's in Virginia. He believes in the blue line. This guy is an actual attorney.
All know. Maybe I'm wrong, and I truly hope that I am, but let me explain why I don't think that I am wrong. There's a whole lot more to this story. Greg Saunders, the owner of this bar, came to me for help. He showed me the first vertical cell phone video footage that you saw at the beginning of this video.
That's the cop, guys. See him? That's the pig right there. That black guy, he's the pig that is sucker stroking and being assaulting them police officers right now.
That footage alone isn't all that shocking, but when he told me that the angry man
See
in the
that? He just threw that other guy to the ground, a woman to the ground.
video was an off duty police
You see him? Here, let's see if I can. No, I can't do that. It ain't letting me stretch it out like I usually do.
officer, and the other police officers basically are allowing him to go on this rampage, as you can see in the video, I was interested in seeing more. So I issued several Freedom of Information Act requests. And I was really
He's sober, everybody. She's the one that's had some drinks. Now watch. The woman goes to the
shocked
ground.
at what I
Boom!
saw when I received several
Yeah. So he assaults her in front of three of his colleagues.
hours worth of body cam footage and related documentation shortly afterwards.
What's up, Michelle?
Part of the reason the bar owner came to me was that he had nothing to do with the shooting
Welcome.
that night. In fact, he had no prior history or beef with this man and had no idea why this man was attacking him. But shockingly, the only person subsequently punished for the off duty police officer shootout outside Greg's bar was Greg, the bar owner.
Oh, here we go again. So the woman goes down to the ground. These two cops are being assaulted over here. Kind of looks like that Maceo thing down here in Florida. You know, just because I don't like the guy doesn't mean that there wasn't a major injustice that happened down there.
Just days after this incident, Greg's bar was shut down by the West Virginia ABC,
Mayo, whatever it
the
is.
state alcohol licensing authority. As it turns out, the Bluefield Police Department, of which this rampaging
Now look at that. The information available that indicates that on or about the early morning of hours of October 24, 21, according to the enforcement agent conversations with BPD and WVSP and the licensing owner, that is the initial altercation stated inside the licensing premises. Apparently, two of the licensed partons, a male and a female, were involved in shoving and a domestic battery assault. The male person was been charged, and the female person was friend. Wait a minute. Fired a gun at the male person, and the male person returned their gunfire. The police accounts vary from account of licensing owner. They're the altercation inside the licensing premises. At the time, the police believed the licensing owner was intoxicating during this incident, and the licensing owner involved or threatened by the male partner. Okay, so this right here is basically not even telling you that the it's just saying the law enforcement agency that was there, they did an investigation. They found an assault, right? Which is on a female. There was gunfire, but it didn't say an officer involved shooting at all in this. And this guy lost his license on that shit. Can you believe that? This guy literally lost his license on that shit, guys. Oh, okay. I got some more people coming in here. Let's see. All right. I said hi, Michelle. Welcome. There he is, the old Dutchman. Welcome, welcome. Rumble, you changed your icon. Oh, I like it. Cool. Ross Khan, hey, how you doing? Thanks for dropping in. XZXL Master, what's up? What's up? What's up? Junior, what's happening? Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep going. So let me go further into this. You know, skip the crap, but let's go to the main incident here. Now, check this out. This is the official police report. Criminal complaint. At the scene, a 0550 hours I was met by Detective Kenny Adams, who advised at the accused James Mullins had been involved in a physical altercation with the victim, Taylor Gentino, whatever name, I'll tear it up. Trooper Arias then met with the accused at the Bluefield Police Department at the time and received a statement from the accused. The accused was, you see how they say the accused instead of the officer. You see how they're covering that shit up? The accused is actually the officer. The officer was advised of his Miranda rights. Here, I'm just going to put it like it is. The officer was advised of his Miranda rights. Detective Adams said the right statements referred to Trooper Arias' statement. The accused advised he had a call from the victim and stated she was being held against her will at Greg's Bar, a Bluefield. The accused then went into the bar and physically removed the victim. So the officer physically removed the victim from the bar and got into an altercation with some subjects outside of the bar. So basically, I'm going to stop right there because there's a period. Basically, what I believed in that situation, there was a man that come in. There's a couple guys that came in and started to honor her, come in her defense because there's an actual male, assaulting a female. So they kind of like me. They don't like that shit. So they automatically insert themselves. The accused, which is the officer, was placed under arrest and charged with domestic battery. Bullshit. That's not what happened. You guys will see that. This incident occurred in Mercer County. All right. Domestic violence. That's it. Now remember, there were shots fired. There's bullet holes in the side of that car. There's aggravated assault. He should have been charged the minimum on aggravated assault. Off-duty police officer shooting with an aggravated assault and domestic. That's just the bare minimum, let alone attempted murder. Let's go on. I'm going to fast forward through this. This is some crazy shit, guys. Watch this shit. So let's get out about right here, and I'll play it right here. Boom.
You right now, I'm gunning for him. And your motherfucking
Hear that? Look at that. Look how violent he is. He just assaulted that guy and that guy. Watch this shit.
Damn it! Get this on video.
Look at the two cops. Watch what he does to these two cops.
I'm your own police officer.
Hey, time out. You stay here.
Oh my God. That ain't got nothing to do with us. Nope. That ain't got nothing to do with us. None of that.
By the way, there's a gun on the concrete.
No, because we're covering us. We are covering us. That ain't got shit to do with us.
See, that African-American girl says, y'all ain't covering this shit up, basically. Read between the lines because I watched it a couple times just to try to get some, a clear vision of really what happened,
We cover everything. That's what Bluefield police officers do. Shut up. That's what Bluefield police officers do.
No.
Look how out of control he is.
This is covering us. Fuck that. No, this covering us. Fuck that. Fuck that. This covering us.
All right, this guy right here, I believe this is his partner. He's a police officer as well. So he's trying to do some damage control too.
Yes, keep recording.
Broke my damn foot. Bro, stop talking like it's not working.
See that? He's trying to cover up. Stop talking, right? Because them are the girls that's watching a police officer commit all these crimes, and they're like, no, we're not going to get our bar closed again because y'all going to do a cover-up.
You don't know what I've been through. I know that, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro.
You need to leave. What the fuck happened? It ain't got. We was inside.
Bro. It's not working.
Watch how violent he gets.
You don't know what I've been through.
I don't give a fuck what you been through, nigga.
It's worth
I don't give a fuck what
Goodbye. We close. Goodbye.
my property. Get off my property.
Oh,
Get
God.
away, please. I told y'all get in your cars a long time ago.
Oh, James's cousin.
This is where I
But
got
bitch, how the fuck did that even happen?
So the police.
So not only is
Him
he,
and
not only
his
is,
baby mama.
not only is that James's cousin, not this guy, the other guy, he's a police officer and his cousin. So
Ain't got shit to do with us. He fighting with his baby mama and over here acting crazy.
Keep recording. That's what y'all officers do to me down here. It's all my fault. It's not your fault. It's all my fault.
No, it's not. It's
It was not his fault.
It wasn't.
He mad because his baby
BJ
mama out
didn't
here.
shoot him though. BJ didn't do anything.
He knew
He mad because his baby mama down here. That ain't got shit to do with us.
Hey, go shut that down when you started when you pointed your gun at the guy.
He's mad because his baby mama down here. That ain't got nothing to fucking do with us.
It don't.
I didn't do nothing.
His baby mama down here, he mad.
But you let
We
your
in here
police
close
officer
down.
down.
And
That's
he,
how you let your
pulled up
police
on his
officer
baby
down.
mama her. He and punched her in the
Bluefield
face.
police
He
officer
told
act
her,
like
he
that.
said,
All right,
bitch,
Jay,
before I
and
was
I'm
caught, I was a
wrong.
real nigga. He like, get in your motherfucking car. So he pulled his gun out.
I'm wrong.
Other niggas.
But I'm
And
wrong.
started shooting at niggas. So niggas start shooting back at him. They don't know you a cop.
Like, no, I was really bringing Jimmy Carr back and shit. It was like, yo, you heard those shots? I said,
That's my fault again.
Shooting at the fucking other people behind her. That's baby mama right there.
ain't nobody paying attention to you.
Don't.
We in the
Stop
bar minding our
recording.
business.
Y'all can swipe them anytime you
Don't
want.
stop
I don't
recording.
care.
Don't stop recording. Pull the gun out.
And he still,
BJ.
James after her. She
Yo,
said right there.
There you go, Michelle. Another
His baby mama
domestic
right there. She
abuser.
need to speak up.
Bluefield police officers did this tonight.
We was in the bar. Me,
Exactly.
her, BJ, all of us
It's
was in
not
the
the
bar.
bar.
Now you see, this is the supervisor right here. Okay, listen to the way James, the Bluefield officer, talks to his supervisor, and then when they finally actually, he has to call an outside agency to take him to the, and then that outside agency, which is the sheriff, actually takes the subject officer to his chief instead of to the county jail like it would be me or you. Ain't that a bitch?
I don't know. His baby mama was in here.
Your officer
She-
started shooting.
And he pulled up. He told me.
You hear that? Your officer started shooting.
Yes. He told his baby mama, he said, I'm a real nigga before I was a cop.
He was out here.
He pulled the gun out.
Nothing. He's going with me.
Calm down, BJ.
Okay.
No, because they gonna get me shut down because of him.
No, calm down. BJ, you got whole cameras. That shit gonna show everything. Calm down.
Keep recording. Keep recording.
All right. Everybody don't have to yell at me. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. But I can't hear
Okay,
everyone.
his
at
baby
once.
mama.
Nothing, man.
I didn't say you did.
One person at a time.
Did I say you did?
He was the only one outside when
All
everything
right,
happened.
now, calm down.
He was the only one outside when everything
His
We
happened.
can
baby
get to
mama-
the bottom of what's
Taylor.
happening.
He's mad because Taylor is out here.
Yes, his baby mama.
Oh, you want to talk to me? Let the girl.
Hell, he already. Oh,
Your
my
cop.
God. Get in here.
No,
He pulled out his gun.
no. Keep
pulling his gun out.
Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. Give me your phone.
He's pulling his. Oh my God. Bitch, he ain't lost his goddamn mind.
But on Microsoft.
That mad over your bitch
Welcome.
being out here.
She ain't gonna with him.
Hey, TC, what's happening, baby?
You got that gun?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Good point.
No.
Send him to Ukraine.
Your baby mama. Bitch.
Let's
So,
take a look at the body cams, which show much more.
yeah,
3 Bluefield
I don't like this view right here, but it does show a little bit. I'm gonna fast forward this up to about right here, where you could see him like starting to really badly, like be combative and very assaultive. Hold up, what's going on here? Okay. Yeah, you got a side view of this crap. Let me see. All right, let's just go from here.
attacks Greg inside his bar. That's the off-duty officer right there pulling up in his car. Returns to the scene.
This is in the beginning.
They shot at you?
They shot in my fucking car. Yes, the fuck it was.
When the cops first called there. Excuse me.
How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. How y'all doing?
You know what? I'm going to get rid of this guy because you know what? He's been kicked out of Chili's for disrupting the chat for the same shit he's doing now.
You think you run
So you got to go. You're the first person being blocked off my channel in a month and a half.
Fuck down. You hear
Shut up,
me?
bitch.
Come on. You fucking hear me? Come on. The next Hey, you ready fucking neck?
What is this over there?
Record this.
So that was the off-duty officer who walked in with the on-duty officers. And what did he say to Greg when he's inside? He apparently blames him for his girlfriend being in there and for the shootout he ended up getting in. And he says that I'm going to shut you down, meaning he's going to take his license away.
You hear that? He's in the owner's face trying to spin and gaslight this guy and say that he did all this, right? It's his fault when he knows damn well he's the abuser. He knows damn well he's the woman beater. He knows damn well that if he takes that illusion test, they're going to find out he just fired a gun, right?
That is actually the shooter who's saying that off duty.
Ain't
Let's
that a
watch it
bitch?
from a different body cam angle.
You think
I don't
you
like
run
this
some
angle,
fucking
man.
shit down here? I'm telling you right fucking now, I'm gonna shut your fucking ass the fuck
Well,
down. You hear me?
that threat right there is clear as fucking day.
You fucking hear me? The next motherfucker shoot at me.
Now he's assaulted. Look at that. Boom! He assaults the officer.
Hey, you right fucking neck.
What is this over there? His baby mama.
Record this.
Wait a minute. James, chill.
See what happens when the police already have the aggressor in their mind and the bootlickers that they're going to stick up for. Anything can go down in front of these people. And see how calm they are? See how cool they were? See how collective they were? Anything can go down, guys. The bootlickers and the police work together. Look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Okay, so at this point, the off-duty officer was so violent that he even attacked one of the other police officer co-workers who were there, again, same department, causing his body cam to fall onto the ground, and this witness...
And by the
picks
way,
up
this is a civil attorney articulating what he's seeing.
the body cam, not only is filming with her own cell phone, but also filming with the officer's fallen body cam, and he quickly...
They did a bitch. A witness had to pick up the officer's body cam because the assailant out there, which is an off-duty Bluefield police officer and colleague, is the one that was violently assaulting the other officer because, you know, he has his gun on his side, by the way, that he just shot. So anytime that you commit assault, you guys, while in the commission of committing an assault, carrying a firearm, that's called an aggravated assault, which makes it a felony. So now he's got at least 2 felonies on him just by what he did while the police were there. And 3 felonies. The 2 aggravated assault, 3 aggravated assaults and a domestic.
Gets it back. Let's watch some more of it from other angles.
You motherfucker fucking shoot at me. I'm gonna fucking tell you right now. I'm gunning for him. And your mother.
Look at that. Look at that. Now imagine if one of us did that. What would happen to us? Here, I'm going to stop this shit. What would happen to one of us, guys? Yeah, we know what would happen. Full video, civil rights lawyer. Yeah, for sure. Yep. Bootlickers are way more dangerous than cops. You are damn Skippy. We had that conversation the other night, for sure. I love the civil rights lawyer. Great channel. Yeah, I just got turned on to him. Michelle, I wish y'all would have shared him with me. We would have been having more lives on this. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, here, let me rechat. Okay, I seen it yesterday. I thought I seen it. Okay. Many officers need body slammed, can't win. Good point. I got you, bro, for sure. Mom's wholesome. And what disturbing it is. The gunmen fired at each other. One being a police officer. Neither one hit a target. Thank God somebody else didn't get shot. Too bad they didn't shoot each other, huh? Well, at least the guy shooting a cop. Yeah, but then that would have been a capital murder for him. So, no, I don't wish that on nobody. If you're going to shoot your gun, hit what you're aiming at. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to anyways. They are all real sovereign citizens. Thank you, Michelle. That's a fact right there. These police officers are showing their sovereignty, aren't they? Straight to prison. Will be in cuffs. Stupid cops don't know how to de-escalate situations. Amen. Especially when it comes to their own. At Wolverine, the civil rights lawyer, is the bomb for sure. Yeah, I will be. I might even reach out to him, man. I need some help. I need a damn lawyer. Look, man, I got lawyers that are telling me that I got a case, but for some reason they don't want to take this case. They're reluctant to take this case. I don't know why, man. There's a third party involved. There's discipline action already done. The Great Lakes Water Authority, man, I'll get into that later, man. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy.
Get this on video. That's your own police officer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos right there.
Yet again, he knocks off an officer's body cam onto the ground.
Which is destruction of property.
The threat to shut
Misuse of
down
property.
Greg's license for his bar had already been made,
charges for
including
everything.
by this off-duty officer. So you can hear that Craig.
So I'm gonna fast forward some of this because I know you guys watch some of this. I'm just showing for those people that come up on my shit in bootleg, you know, and they continue to bootleg. This is the real deal, Holyfield. This is the way they are all the time when they're not being recorded, but they are so arrogant nowadays with that qualified immunity shit. They know this is what's going to be the official reaction.
This covering us. Fuck that. Fuck that. This covering us.
The cover up.
Okay, here's another angle from the officer who was actually this guy's supervisor, and the audio hasn't turned on yet, but you can see,
dude, he's swinging.
Or actually the second attack there.
Yeah, he's swinging, man.
Unbelievable, really, what the body cam captures afterwards, and especially the audio. So let's go ahead and go through it. I mean, you just have to watch it.
Get him in a car and one of ours.
Get him in a car, one of ours. You see?
What the fuck?
Oh, you sent me one? Okay, I will. I'll look at it, bro. Thank you.
Telling you now, settle the fuck down now.
Yeah, back to blue until it happens to you. Exactly. Listen to him. He won't settle down at all. Guys, look, he's making threats. I'll handle you. You know who he's saying that to? He's saying that to the bar owner, guys. Because the bar owner keeps saying, look, you guys are covering this shit up. And he keeps on like flicking them off and shit. And like, bitch, I finally got you. Because, he's thinking, with all this transparency out here, you know, I got 5 cameras rolling. There ain't no way they're going to blame this shit on me, but they're going to try. As a matter of fact, that's why the guy in the blue shirt was there, because they just got shut down, and that's their first night open. Almost like a conspiracy.
I'm not fucking cool with that shit.
Watch this.
You fucking shoot at me, motherfucker? No, I'm not fucking cool with that shit. I'm not fucking cool with that fucking shit.
James, you better settle down now.
I shut down shit. Don't tell me to fucking settle down. What the hell?
Look how arrogant this motherfucker is.
Shoot at me. Don't fucking shoot at me.
There he goes again.
Tell me to fucking settle down. Don't fucking tell me to fucking settle down. You might got that supervisor.
See, he just checked his face because he obviously got him in the face.
Tell me to fucking settle down. Don't fucking tell me to settle down.
What's up, Castle? Welcome to the stream, man.
Talking about.
Yep,
And here,
exactly,
eyewitnesses
Michelle.
are about to tell this police officer
That is a good
what
point.
happened.
It's got to
They
be
saw
established
the
law.
off-duty officer pull
So basically, whatever happens, it's got to be punished. And a little, this is what happens, Michelle. You get a little smack on the hand, they articulate it, put it in the case law, and say it can't happen again. So that situation is pointed out and rebuked. And then the next time it happens, now they lose their qualified immunity. That's how it works. Ain't that a bitch?
his gun out first and start shooting at people.
He pulled his gun out first, man. Like, he come. I've been here since he pulled up. I told him to get off the property.
Listen to the witness.
I told James to get off the property because I guess somebody called because she was in here doing whatever.
You guys catching on to that? His baby mama was in there doing whatever. See, he wasn't trying to dry snitch her. She was just having fun because they're split up, and you know, it's a girls' night out. She's gonna go do whatever she wants to do.
They shot at him. They shot at him.
Who say? Did you see what happened, man? You didn't see anything?
We was in the bar. Me heard BJ over.
Anybody else see what happened?
Yes, your officer started shooting.
And he pulled up. He
your
told
officer.
Okay.
Yes. He told his baby.
Everybody here's a witness. Your officer started shooting.
He was out
Y'all
here.
hear that? That's the supervisor, and every one of these witnesses are saying your officer was the aggressor and started shooting.
He was outside.
He's going with me.
It's
No, they gonna get me shut down because of him.
And
Oh, don't start that shit. Damn it. Sorry, guys. I don't know why my shit's acting up.
wouldn't you know it, that is exactly what happened. Greg literally was shut down because of him due to a report by the Bluefield Police Department.
You hear that? It's that report that I read. Okay. The subject, the accuser. It did instead of saying the officer, it said the accuser in that police report,
Which said absolutely nothing about their
Oh,
own
yeah, look at
police
this one.
officer rolling up there
I'll
who
let him
wasn't
say
a
it.
patron because his girlfriend was inside getting into whatever altercation happened with two guys who were with her, and he started shooting. Said nothing about it.
Oh, by the way, y'all, that's called sucker stroking.
Just pretended like, oh, there's another shooting at Greg's Sports Bar. He needs to be shut down. And then you didn't see anything in the news, did you, about an off-duty police officer being...
Nothing. The only thing it says is a police officer has been charged with a domestic crime following the weekend incident at the neighborhood nightclub, that also involved an exchange of gunfire. I mean, it really did not put any stand. I guess this is his. Let me see what's that say. The incident took place. What is this? One's been charged. Okay, that's the Daily Telegraph. So I guess that was the day after. So he's saying he's been charged with the domestic crimes after a weekend incident at a city nightclub. It's so small, I can't see it. That also involved an exchange of gunfire. It didn't say an officer and shooting or anything like that. Officer James Mullins has been charged with domestic battery and domestic assault. West Virginia State Police, PH Strawberry, whatever, said both charges are misdemeanors. Other pending investigations are coming out of it. Basically, the precinct commander, blah, 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 state police, incident, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing in here that indicates what really happened. It's just, it just talks about the domestic and gunfire. It don't say who, what, and where. Or it doesn't say who, what, and how. I'm going to go on because it's just so ridiculous. The cover-up is so ridiculous. So let's get back to the video.
On his rampage. Take a look.
That's enough, James. That's enough.
Here he goes
You
again.
ain't leaving, James.
Leave me the fuck alone. I want to fucking
You ain't
leave.
leaving, James.
I want to leave. James, leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, he wants to leave the scene, guys. Yeah, who gets to leave the scene? Which one of us get to leave a scene like that?
I'm telling you right now.
On the ground. On the ground.
You don't fucking leave. Please, no. If I take a fucking shot, you know that. You know that. Down, bro.
Yep.
This is not you,
Exchange.
bro.
Exactly.
Calm down. Breathe, bro. Breathe. Breathe, bro. Fucking away from me. No move. Breathe, bro. It's not it, bro. This is not you.
Exactly, Castle. Exactly. You got it, girl.
I'm sorry. He's sorry. He's sorry.
Oh, now he's sorry.
Right now. Everything else is right now. Walk with him. You go and get the back of his cruiser with him and calm down. I'm trying to get the fun this thing, but you won't let that man.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah, see that? Bob says, imagine how unsafe your roadways would be if truck drivers could get qualified immunity. Good point.
Where your fucking cameras at? Where your fucking cameras at? Turn my goddamn fucking badge in right now, my goddamn mother.
Amen, FAA.
I'm telling you right fucking now, this nigga goddamn shot at me.
Look at him, man.
And there's fucking blood in this shit. You think I'm fucking playing? I'm not fucking playing.
Walk over to him. Get in the cruiser. Calm down.
Trigger bell. Make sure you throw him off. Because he's grabbing my
Yep,
stuff.
exactly.
Put your camera on. I want it on.
You hear that?
Mine's
The
come on
supervisor's
3
like,
times. I
fuck
put it on
that.
3
Keep that
times.
shit on. Now listen to what he says to the chief right here.
I'm going to need an outside agency to respond to this location.
Copy, County.
It's in for it at work. Hey, we got problems. There's shooting down at Greg Sports Bar. Get down here. It's, I don't know what the hell's went on yet, but obviously James Mullins is involved.
He knows. See how he's lying?
So,
He knows.
He's acting a fucking
He should have
idiot
said an officer involved
down here. I can't get him in the cruiser. I'm trying to get him in the cruiser right now. I got an outside agency responding.
Nothing happened at Greg from me.
They said Mercer County Sheriff's Office.
Oh, you can do what you want because you're police officer.
Marshall County Sheriff's Office.
No,
because he supposedly, I don't know, hey, shut him up. I'm not talking. Supposedly he's the one that had the gun. I don't know. I ain't got to the bottom of it because he won't quit acting like a fucking idiot out of here for me to get to the bottom of it.
Control 211. I've got county units in route.
There's bullet holes in the car here, and obviously he was driving. They said they shot at him. I don't know what the deal is. But Brown's trying to get him in the cruiser right now. He's done pushed this girl down in the fucking parking lot out here. I don't know if that's his girlfriend, his whatever, who that is. I ain't
Good point.
That either. Don't know nothing because he's acting like a fucking idiot. Can't get him in the car.
Is everybody 10-4?
Well, I'm telling you, Drake Chief, he probably won't talk to you. He's telling me to take this job, fucking shove it. He's done threatened us. He's done my camera off 3 fucking times. No, Brian's up there trying to get him calm down right now. Up the road a little bit. Yeah, so we're 10-4 at the time. I ain't gonna talk to nobody. He's all we're pushing Brian around right now. I am.
What the fuck you are? And you gotta call yourself a goddamn bastard. You're a fucking pedophile. You're a fucking pedophile.
James, come here, please. James, please.
Back up there.
Yeah, you can put all this shit on here. I'm gonna shut your fucking ass down. Oh, great. Yeah, y'all already
You hear that?
Keep me.
He's telling them to shut that shit down. He's telling these officers after assaulting them. Officer Bluefield, I think his name's James, is telling the other officers to shut this bar down.
I got the sheriff's office coming to handle it.
Record it. No, I'm not going nowhere. I'm allowed to record. No.
Well, I'm trying to do that, but I got holes. Everybody down here is telling me he had the gun. I don't know what's going on. And I got a car out here halfway in the road almost. It's got bullet holes in it.
You said your police officers, but it's my fault.
I guess I'll try my damnedest. Hey, James.
I don't give a fuck.
James.
I don't give a fuck.
James, I want to talk to you.
No,
like,
see,
I'm not gonna fucking take it out.
That's his chief. His chief is asking to talk to him. Watch this.
I don't fucking care about none of y'all.
He ain't talking to nobody. He's in there going to get thrown in the fucking pavement here in a minute because he's done pushed everybody here.
You hear that, guys? That means, he's got his gun on his side, right? And he pushed them. That them are all aggravating assaults.
And I don't care. Thank you.
But he got away with them.
Drunk motherfucker. That's all you do is drink. How you gonna run the bar? You're a drunk every fucking night.
Put him in the cruiser, take him to the station, Chief said now. Please.
And y'all sitting here letting him walk around, keep going threats.
You hear him say that? He said, y'all gonna let him walk away and keep throwing threats. This guy's been threatening and pushing everybody there, including females, and you're just gonna let him walk away. Ain't that a bitch?
Please.
We're trying. Here,
I will help you all.
All right.
In my opinion, I think these officers are scared of him.
Oh, he's going.
Y'all threaten my business. Governor Justice gonna get this. Y'all threaten my business multiple times.
See, he's waiting for them sheriffs to come.
Sit here and threaten my business.
See how he keeps walking around the car? See how he keeps, pacing back and forth, the supervisor, instead of going over there and putting the fucking cuffs on him and reading him his fucking rights?
Multiple times, but y'all put him in the back of a car. Y'all just let him walk around. Let him walk around. Let him walk around.
Here he goes again.
I own this shit later.
James.
I own it fucking later.
Come on, bro. When you wake up, you're going to hate this, bro. I'm telling you.
This is
Get him and go.
It's going.
Go. You're making things worse right now.
You making
We're
it worse
trying to
because
prove.
you can't control that
I'm
person.
telling you, I'm gonna put you in jail too.
You see how that ain't that a bitch? He's on his property. This is the bar owner. He's on his property telling him you can't control your officer and we need to record this because he works for us basically and you're letting this guy do everything. You're threatening to shut me down. Oh, hell no.
You don't go back here.
Hey, you can't go to jail for recording. You're fucking drunk, bro. You're literally a fucking drunk. You ain't supposed to be fucking drunk.
He's definitely just doing this shit for the fucking camera, bro.
Maybe what
Please
I'll
get
do.
in your car and let me drive your
I can get my
fucking
shit together.
Please, bro.
You fuck all y'all. Fuck every single body. Come down here. Come down here.
All right, so that's the 5th time he's knocked that camera off the supervisor. Now, the first time we would have done it, I'd be black and blue.
You pick mine up.
I could talk to y'all and y'all dogs me. And he come down here and threaten me, my life and everything.
We gotta get to the bottom of it. I understand.
Y'all get to the bottom of it.
Gotta get the bottom of it. Get the bottom of these nuts.
I call the police down here, and the first thing they do is lay into me. But then they lay him threaten multiple times, and it's not a problem.
Yeah, they're going to get to the bottom of it. Greg is not going to get blamed at all. He's not going to get his license taken. Don't worry. Trust them. They're going to get to the bottom of it. Meanwhile, what happens?
Yeah.
Nothing in the criminal charges about the physical assault that took place several.
See, he obviously this attorney is probably just a civil attorney. You don't understand when you have a weapon on you and you push other people around. That's called an aggravated assault, which is a felony in every state.
Times against Greg. Nothing about the physical assaults that took place. I don't know how many times against the police officers involved. I don't know how many times the body cameras were knocked down. This went on for what?
In Michigan, they call that a proposal B.
15 plus minutes? This guy went on a rampage? Could you imagine?
Very high assault risk, very high property risk.
And you don't have to imagine what would have happened if that man was not a police officer, if these were not his coworkers. What would have happened? Would he be dead? How badly would he have been beaten?
We would all be buried by now. What was that? 10/24. Yep, we'd be dead and buried and gone. We'd be dead for a year.
We all know how this would go. What would he be charged with? He'd be looking at the rest of his life in prison, possibly.
On the 27th of last year,
and fast forward
of
after
10 of last
this
year, we
officer
would have had
does
our
get to
funeral.
the bottom of it. Who do they come after? Greg. They come after his license and get it, as was threatened. Did they go after the officer? No. All he's charged with is what he was captured on video doing to his girlfriend. That's it.
Yep. Jeff,
Greg
absolutely
was an innocent
correct.
victim, and he was punished.
It's all his fault.
The officer wasn't.
Trump's not around. Can't blame it on him. So you got to blame it on the
charges could still
bartender.
come, but as of right now, the only criminal charges that came out of this mention absolutely nothing about a shooting, nothing about what happened to Greg. That Greg was physically attacked. So now the sheriff's department shows up, and the supervisor starts to try to explain.
Now listen to his voice. Listen to the dog whistles. I want you to tell me where, guys. I'm watching the chat.
Yes, sir. I don't know. I haven't got to the bottom of it. Really, what happened? All I know is they were shooting. James was supposed to be involved. We got a car with bullet holes in it, but they're on the opposite side of the bar. It's like they maybe shot at the car going this way, and they turn around and come back. There's a gun over there. Lambert's found one. I don't know who it belongs to yet.
Okay,
Casey's down
Castle.
there.
Well
Like I
noted.
said, I don't know between that man in the bar and James out here acting like that. I couldn't get nothing done.
And thankfully, the body cam stayed on. So now we get to hear the sort of post-incident discussion between the police officers, which makes it even that much more surprising how this thing completely went away.
You see, that's what I was talking about. The dog whistles, guys. Listen to the dog whistles.
Okay.
Except for Greg, of course.
Do what?
You guys want to wait and see what they say before?
Chief said something that Mullins is involved in it. He said he'd possibly get the state police down here to work. So I told him the sheriff's department had already showed up.
Mullins is involved.
I know, I tried to tell him.
We got everybody in that bar says he had a gun.
Who's this guy here? He's one of the victims or complainants?
Owner. We said.
See that? You could tell which way the supervisor was going right there. Instead of calling him the victim, he called him the owner. He could have called him the complainant, right? He didn't. He could have called him a victim, right? But he didn't. He said owner. You know what owner means? Yeah, the one responsible.
He just opened today. We ain't shut down for 10 days.
What she's saying is her man James or whatever, right? He came here to pick her up. They came out and started shooting. 2 guys, and she gave me names. And then he took off.
I was out here from the start to the beginning.
Okay, walk over for now, and we're else may talk to you. All right.
And then they said James took off and came back, and the guys left. It's all about this girl right here.
Who is that? You get a name from her?
Yeah, I got her ID here. I guess it's James is they got kids together.
See, James is instead of saying the defendant or the assailant, yeah, he's the father. You see how listen to that again. Listen to that again, guys.
They said James took off and came back, and the guys left. It's all about this girl right here.
Who is that? You get a name from her?
Yeah, I got her ID here. I guess it's James is they got kids together.
Yeah, they're being very careful what they say.
I guess she was into the daddy.
Oh, wait a minute. She was in there bad-mouthing baby daddy, right? Baby daddy wasn't there. So why would she be bad-mouthing him? See, he's already gaslighting the situation. He's already making excuses for him, right? So he's setting the scene up for he walked up in there and defended himself because they were bad-mouthing him.
They came out here to teach him a lesson when he came here.
That's not what happened. He dragged her out of the bar, started sucker stroking, and the 2 awesome men stepped up in her honor and protected her. That's what it was.
And then he did another time here. They were trying to contain him. I told him it's not worth it. This girl or your job. They trying to contain him. They did their best they could, but he just got out of control.
We beat the perp.
What happened with the car here?
Well, at the beginning, when we was out here, they was arguing about this girl right here because she wouldn't come home.
See,
come out of the bar.
He was trying to get her out.
Our friend of theirs, he said, "Come on." He said, "I don't play this stuff." And then he said, "I got a gun too." He approached his gun out in the car. Another young man, he said, "I got a gun too." And then I guess they rolled up right here. He said, "Yeah, it's funny how your car can go drive when I got a gun." And then he drove off.
Wow. You guys see that? Here, I'm going to stop that to read that because it's so important awareness for women that have husbands that are police officers. John says, ask my next door 70-year-old neighbor. She was beat by her husband until almost 10 years ago, Michigan State Police Patrol he was. Ain't that a bitch? Mm-hmm. That don't surprise none of us, John.
And I'm going inside. And then when I can't creep back out,
Thanks for telling us that.
Pop his rounds on. And that's when everybody came back here trying to keep them away from here.
Yeah, men who are not punk-ass cops, George, exactly. That stepped up in her honor.
That's the owner.
Are you guys related?
No, I'm just the guy. Just down. I've been doing this stuff a long time, and I'm trying to get this place straightened up. Because I used to work all kind. I did it for 20 years.
See, he's explaining to the officers that, look, I've done this for a long time, and the owner asked me to come to witness and put stuff back into stuff back into play because he's got a good reputation. He knows he's a good cooler. He knows how to run a bar. He knows how to run business. He knows how to run the books. He knows how to de-escalate. He knows how to articulate certain things and keep things in certain order. That's why this guy was asked to be there.
Need to help him to get straightened out.
You're doing pretty good, though.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He just feel like he's getting harassed. I said, well, I understand, but you got to go by these guidelines of everybody doing what they got to do.
Have all that. I think I got some.
Hello, man. Ah, good. How are you? Oh, pretty decent. Somebody get shot?
No.
Somebody get shot at?
Shot at? We got a car full of holes over there. Not full, but
so 3 or 4. I'll just get this out of the way. Joe's on his way up here too. We're not sure how you guys want to handle it. I know the owner of this place is raising Cain with Bluefield over some past bullshit.
See? They're already setting them up right now. So you got the state police, you got the sheriff, and the local police department supervisor conspiring. That is Section 18, Title 241 right now they're committing.
Well,
but
this has been an everyday occurrence here.
See, this has been an everyday occurrence here. But for the last 2 weeks, they had it shut down. See how they're gaslighting?
And now we supposedly have an officer involved.
Yeah, it looks bad. Yeah. So I don't know how you guys feel. You guys
No, it don't look bad. It is bad, tyrant.
This over here. Do you guys want us to work it, or how do you guys want us to proceed? Oh, that's a cheap call. All right, so in the meantime, do you have any evidence tags with you when you work through everything? But we'll go ahead and start with this, and we'll wait for you guys to
Do you know what the hell went on?
Really that's why I called them to get to the bottom of it. It took me till they got here to get James in the fucking cruiser and back to the office.
What the fuck is his problem?
Then it took me choking him out. I throw him in the fucking pavement.
What we can tell, that's what we can tell is one of the baby mamas was here. He got in a domestic with her. Supposedly, from this guy, said he slapped her around a few times. Some other people got riled up, separated them. Supposedly he flashed a gun. Some other kid, I don't know who it is, flashed a gun. They had changed gunfire.
Exactly, Mitchell.
Exchange gunfire?
Yeah, supposedly, from what I was telling that the other guy.
It's always bad. That's right, Leia.
No,
it's always bad, babe.
I think he said Mullen shot, and then the other guy whipped his car around, came down and shot.
Who's the other guy doing that?
As of yet, I do not know.
I don't know nothing. Between him and James, I couldn't get shit done for nothing at all. Then I'm finally trying to get him up here and halfway get him calmed out. This one's yelling at him, and James comes running back down here. Skinny literally took me, throwing him in the fucking pavement.
Well, right now it's 241. They're conspiring. 242 is deprivation of rights under the color of law. Right now, there's all 241. They're getting their story together.
I've top 10 worst ever seen from anybody. Criminal, police officer, anyone. Yeah. Hit me in the jaw.
Damn. Okay, so now you got, okay, I didn't even hear that part.
I don't know.
He just admitted that James, the Bluefield officer, assaulted him and socked him in the jaw And he said that's as hard as he's ever been since he's been on the whole police force by another police officer.
Oh, I didn't smell alcohol on him.
Really supposed to be on his way down here. Just get this whole block shut down right now. Where's he at?
Hey, yeah, get your car on that end.
Shut down.
He's our crew or office was 10201 in Browning. Had to put handcuffs on him.
Greg still here?
Get him in the car. Yeah, we just now got him in there. He's out here filming,
See Greg
raising hell. They're, you know, oh, now look what their police officer's the one down here with the gun now.
It's the truth. What? You're acting like that didn't happen? Why is he saying that in a sarcastic way?
So the other guy said that whoever this other man that Mullins was arguing with was in this area somewhere when he started shooting. So I don't know. There could be other rounds up through here too.
You want us to back up, son?
I just look around. You guys may see something.
Huh?
Yeah, dude. Look, call me in. Shooting in the face. Come on out.
Well, I told him we had a outside agency coming. What else are you supposed to do?
I don't remember a time, hon. I really don't.
Huh?
They've always been bad. I've always seen them bad. So
Well, right before, well,
Before you called the sheriff's
I called the sheriff's office for help first.
Well, yeah.
To try to get down here and get the situation in control because he was that near. Then I figured they might as well do fucking shit, I guess.
see, you know, let me explain myself. You know, because all right, I have this issue, guys. All right, I'm gonna stop it for a second. The reason why I say I'm anti-cop, I'm not anti-cop, I'm anti-bad cop, is because we need good cops, not because we have good cops. I do see good cops. The cop that saved my life is a decent cop in this town. He didn't have no complaints on him. He didn't do traffic. And this other guy named Bullock, he don't do traffic. Once in a while, he comes over here and does the cross guard, but he's the one actually out there fighting crime. I'm just saying, I do know a couple good cops. Not that, you know, I'm their friend or anything, but I'm friendly and cordial with them. You know, it's not that, you know, we go out every Sunday, you know what I'm saying? But I will say that I see them like every other day and they're doing their fucking jobs.
And then you had
And he said Bullock said he's going to give me an interview. All right. And we've had, I talked to him for about 45 minutes one day and maybe two other times where he has shown me that he knows what common sense is and he knows what his discretion is. And I've seen him on many times where he showed up to cases where I seen him talking down cops and saying, nah, just let him go. If he does it again, then throw him in jail. Don't write him a ticket. Just let him go. He's that type of cop. He's willing to give you the benefit of a doubt.
Everybody, yeah.
He's willing to de-escalate the situation and move on. And that might have something to do with a little laziness too. I ain't gonna lie, you know, because, you know, most cops are.
Hollering and screaming. And Greg acting crazy. And then, yeah, you got an officer. Man,
what's time, Freedom?
No. Hey, you couldn't keep him from yelling and screaming.
Because you're forced to ideally at you the 6. Yep.
Your
parents need to step up. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, hon.
What I could gather, it was.
Oh yeah, and that's a fact. You know why they weigh them out? I'm gonna tell you, it's a marginalized thing, guys. I mean, we already know the end of this. It's a marginalized thing. People get marginalized. what happens is excuse me a second. My wife. I'm sorry. So when we're looking at these things and we see, God, I lost my train of thought because my wife was yelling at my son. Being okay, I guess where I was going was, most cops out there are marginalized. Okay, because if there's 6 cops and there's 6 cars in a zone, okay? And they're paired up in twos as partners. So wherever one is, the other one's at least a 16th of a mile away, okay? Or right behind them, whatever. And what happens is when one gets in a jam, the other one comes and then they need more backup. And then when that backup gets there, because they're coming out of their zone, they get kind of weird and funny style because, oh, you can't handle this. You know how men are. And then they start abusing us. And the one cop that should speak up won't, because he won't get the backup he needs in the future. That's how they get marginalized. And that's why they don't say nothing. And they don't believe, they believe just like a gang. That's why it's the thin blue line. Because only gang says snitches get stitches. That's thug shit. So if you're not going to get backup, that means that they'll let you die because you're a snitch. Go figure. Sounds like a gang to me. All right, go back to this, man. Just figured I'd put that in there. Oh, we got other cops down here. Look at that. They're shutting.
Police officer, Bluefield police officer down here shooting my bar up.
And now he don't have any cameras.
See that? Now we don't have no cameras because they shut the scene down. You hear that?
So this is Officer Purdy, who is, I believe, James's supervisor, talking to Bluefield detective Kenny Adams. And Kenny Adams just said, yeah, we don't have any surveillance footage because we already confiscated Greg's surveillance footage.
See that shit?
And that is a long story, and we'll get
that was the whistle
to it at some point.
I'm telling you, you know what I know. The only thing that I know different than you is the idiots is racking the fool here.
Well, yeah, that's obvious.
Because I couldn't do nothing.
And we tried to straighten James up.
Just as soon as they get him up there and get him halfway calmed down, they back at it again.
See, he keeps blaming this supervisor keeps blaming this bar owner. Excuse me, you were just involved in an officer-involved shooting and a crime, and you got a code of conduct to worry about. And you say to hell with that, and you're throwing your badge in your supervisor's face, and you're saying it should be all about that cop. Forget what everybody else is doing. Everybody should be getting freaking trophies for saying that they're going to testify against them, whether they committed a crime or not, whether they were involved or not. Turn state's evidence on them. That's what they should be doing. But instead, they're saying what they're saying. Here, I'm going to speed this up because we know what these morons are doing. You know, this is the 241. This is the dog whistles in 241, which is conspiring against. This is a conspiracy against the owner of the bar's rights.
Trying to what?
Pick up a man.
Oh.
What man for an auction?
I told you that. Slam her back to that car.
Yeah, she got a big scrape on her leg and everything. So I finally figured it out. Start throwing paper everywhere.
You see how long it took them to shut this down? To get this scene organized? This is like 50 minutes later, right? You know, if that was us, we would have been on the pavement, would have been 10-8. They would have had they would have had it taped up, the parking lot taped up, and that just that little section instead of that whole block, because they didn't want spectators down there seeing them cops act like fools.
Never mind.
I mean, it's not the full story.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I got just the full story.
And that is
The altercation, he was beating the shit out of her.
There you go.
Well,
exactly.
Tell him what he wants to hear.
You've heard me say that before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I know you have.
Everybody in there and all their stories match. So she was.
She's pretty much
supposedly.
Man, you're a tall motherfucker.
They're marginalized. That is called
video.
being marginalized, guys.
All like cell phone video. What happened? You know, like 50-some minutes of cell phone video.
Whatever.
What they told me.
Anyways, I'm trying to keep up with
I
this.
understood it. He was beating the fuck out of her. Two dudes come out here. They got into it. They're saying he pulled James pulled the gun first. She's saying that they pulled they pulled the gun from James first, but everybody in there saying James pulled the gun first.
Yeah, see?
Which, as much as fucking as pissed off as they are in there, you know what I'm saying?
So basically, he's saying everybody in there, everybody inside the bar is saying that James pulled the gun first. But you know how that goes. They're all pissed off in there. Is he delegitimizing their testimony?
That I don't have to fucking touch.
Yeah, that's no good. Either way you look at it.
Bueno.
Yeah.
I do believe
Yeah.
Hell, you saying there.
Oh, we've seen that much of it.
When I asked him, I was like, what happened in altercation? I'm not gonna tell that. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I already know what happened.
The back of that car.
I'm not gonna do that.
See, he knows what happened. Here, listen to that. Yeah, I already know what happened, and I'm going to leave it there. You see that? I don't want nothing to do with this. Basically, he's saying he's going to leave it to the detectives. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Seen that much of it.
When I asked him, I was like, what happened in altercation? I'm not gonna tell that. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I already know what happened.
The back of that car.
I'm not gonna do that. I was like, all right, it's your fucking call.
Back of that
See?
car.
I'm going to leave it at that. He's like, oh, you're a fucking cop, quote unquote.
I was trying to get him up through here. He went right through her and pushed her down like a man.
There you go, Michelle. You got it, baby.
Oh,
I mean, hard.
I told you that's the 141 right there. They know what's going on, but they didn't do anything about it. That's why I'm saying this is 141. And you don't even know it. 241, excuse me. Everybody knows what happened in this situation. A 10-year-old can come and assess this.
So we believe it happened in this scratch right here. It's a mess, man. That's a tough one right there.
Yeah, it is, TC. You're exactly right. Oh, what's 241? Conspiracy against your rights.
So you said Brantley's up there with him?
Chief, too.
It's right after 240. It's right before 242.
PD?
Deprivation of rights under the color of law. Section 18. 1983.
Yeah.
Well, that's where he got third in the pavement, right there where the blood is.
I'm bold. I'm nice. I
Might be
guess
somebody's
they're
dead,
all
though.
pissed off. A dude just pulled a gun on them and shot. Yep.
Wasn't building the gun at that time, was it?
No.
It might be her blood. She's got a bloody knee.
I done had all
Yeah,
that
242. It's 241, deprivation of rights, and
Okay,
242.
let's review. What are the only criminal charges that came out of this so far? Let's look at the criminal complaint. All right. Is this what happened? That on 10/24/2021 hours, this trooper received a public service from the Bluefield Police Department Chief, Dennis Dillow, requesting the assistance of the West Virginia.
Okay. Again, news now, look up 241. 242 is the 83, but 241 is the conspiracy against it. Go look it up.
State Police on the investigation of an incident that occurred inside the city limits of Bluefield and involving James E. Mullins, the accused, and an off-duty member of the Bluefield Police Department. This trooper sent the on-call trooper J.M. Ayers to the scene. Trooper Ayers, let's see, I think that's a typo, at 5:50 hours and was met by Detective Kenny Adams, who advised that the accused, James Mullins, had been involved in a physical altercation with the victim, Taylor, whatever. Trooper Ayers then met with the accused at the Bluefield Police Department and at that time received a statement from the accused. The accused was advised of his Miranda rights by Detective Adams, and said rights statement is referenced in Trooper Ayers' statement. The accused advised he had received a call from the victim that stated she was being held against her will at Greg's Bar in Bluefield. The accused then went to the bar and physically removed the victim from the bar and got into an altercation with some subjects on the outside of the bar. During part of the altercation, the accused pushed the victim to the ground, causing the victim to scrape her knee. The accused was placed under arrest and charged with domestic battery and domestic assault. This incident occurred in Mercer County. But wait a minute. Why is there nothing in there about everything we just watched? Nothing in there about a shooting. And when did we hear anything about the alleged victim or baby mama being held against her will? That's not what we saw on the video. That's not what we heard all the multiple witnesses say. Is this just sort of a rally the wagons around the police officer sort of deal?
Yes, it is. And now let me explain how they did it. Ready? Here's a lesson for you, Mr. 242. Check it out. Ready? Aim. Fire. Boom. Oh, look at that. Conspiracy against right. 18 U.S. Code 241, conspiracy against rights. Yeah, that's what they did before they acted under their color of law, which is 242. Okay? They conspire to oppress, intimidate. I'm just like paraphrasing through here. Possession or district, free exercise of enjoyment of a right or privilege is secured by him, the Constitution under the laws, because they're having exercised the same of two or more persons to discuss on any highway, or isn't that where they was, or any premises or any intent and prevented to hinder the free exercise of enjoyment of the right or privilege secured shall be fined under the title imprisonment not more than 10 years. All right, I'm done with that. I think I made my point. Anyway, that's just a basic education. And I just feel like, you know, I was being questioned like that didn't exist. You know, it does exist. 241 is before 242, and they conspired against. To me, I heard the dog whistles conspiring against their rights. All right. Because they were being derogatory, they were delegitimizing, and they were making, as they were like speaking like, damn, I can't believe he did that, but them guys in there, you know, and it just made it worse with what he did, but it was bad before him. So they were setting him up to fail the whole time. All right. That's all it is. And when it comes down to it, okay, it doesn't, yeah, I got you. I'm just saying, I just thought everybody that knew 241 automatically knew 242 because there's a question mark up here. And I didn't know if you were being sarcastic with me or not, brother, whoever you are. News Now, Fort Worth. Are you a cop? Really? Okay. Everybody knows that Wolvie ain't no cop, but you know, that's right there is what kind of threw me off, So I figured I'd educate you real quick, Anyway, no harm done, no big deal. Yeah, it could be sentenced to death. It's definitely a death penalty. It could be a death penalty case for sure. It's a capital crime for sure. Ronald Reagan, look at your badass. Where you been, baby? Welcome to the stream. For sure. Can we all count? LOL, whatever. I don't know. Hey, man, I'm just doing my best, guys, because if you understood the condition that I'm in right now, you'd be like, why are you doing a freaking live? You know why? Because I'm trying to stay committed. I love the Wolverine family. This is a passion of mine, and I want to affect change. And if that means that I have to get along with people that I don't like, I'm not saying that there's anybody in my chat, as we say now, that I don't like. I'm just saying that if I have to go be up and beyond to bring unity to the 1A community, forgive people, all right, and deal with my issues while staying straight as people try to circumvent the things that happen and delegitimize the things that are coming. Trust me, there's a lot more coming. Everything that I set out here is going to happen because I've been through this. I've watched this before. I've seen people go down. I've seen karma come around in full circle and take people out because it does. And that's just all there is to it. With all due respect, guys, we need to stick together. We need to be unified more than ever right now. And that's why I still, even though, like when I used the example with Chili the other day, hey, look, I misquote some things sometimes. I could be wrong sometimes. Just like Chili, the way he articulated that freaking mall thing. That's all private property. That's bullshit. He's a good guy. I seen this guy freaking deliver like 7 freaking lawsuits. I am freaking happy for what he's getting accomplished down here. I don't agree with the majority of the stuff that he says, but it does interlock and meet with the same goals of getting rid of qualified immunity. It does. And it does bring to the facts of coming together in transparency. Hey, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. I appreciate y'all being here. And I'm sorry if I'm coming off a little too strong tonight. I'm a little I'm going through some issues right now, but I'll be okay. I got some health problems, but I'll be all right. It's one of them things, man. You know what I'm saying? Wolby, can you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Give any of your grown-up teas. For sure. Wolverine transparency, keep it real. That's right. Wolverine transparency, smash that like button. Appreciate that, brother. For sure. Hey, you guys, I appreciate you being here. Hey, go when you leave, take care of each other. Look out for one another. Keep your ears open for stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to stick together. We are the fabric of society. That we are the new patriots, because the bootlickers are not patriots, man. On Republicans and Democrats' side, they ain't none of them patriots. If you're going to sit there and hold up just because it's all good during the Trump administration, you're sitting up there holding that thin blue line up, saying fuck Joe Biden with the 100 cops going by. I seen pedophiles protecting a big pedophile, Joe Biden, go by, and a bunch of brainwashed morons standing there as the police went by saying, let's go Brandon. What kind of twisted shit is this? Trust me, we are living in a paradox, ladies and gentlemen. We got to keep the politics out of our shit, and we got to stay constitutional, and I guess we got to vote for the best man we have. Unfortunately, that might be that narcissistic redhead they call Donald Trump, or that guy down near John DeSantis, so we can afford to go on vacation in the summertime because gas prices won't be $6, $7 a gallon. For the love of Jesus. Anyways, did I get any notice tonight? Did I get any notice tonight? I don't know. Did you? Nothing. Just same old shit, man. Same old shit. I got health problems, man. You know, it's that issue that I was told back in June, July. The day we all got arrested. Yeah. That's starting to affect me, but I'm going to be all right, guys. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to go as long as I can. And, hey, I'll be infamous. All right, guys. I love y'all. Thanks for coming. Let's remember, always film the cops. Always. Even if you see cherries and berries coming up on a scene, start recording. You never know. You never fucking know, man. They could stop you, pull you over for something because you might look like somebody, or they might racially profile you, especially if you're black. If you see cherries and berries, let alone being anybody else. Please record these motherfuckers so we can hold them accountable. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. God bless. Those of you that believe, appreciate you being here. And I'll see you on the next one for sure. I'm back quiet reading the mail.